Alright, the side cast. Hold the line so that it comes out perpendicular to the spool. The line will go between your last knuckle on your thumb and actually the first knuckle. It can be anywhere in there, wherever's most comfortable for you. The important part is during the cast, keeping the line perpendicular to the spool so that the line comes off similar to a spinning reel spool, straight off around your thumb and up to your first guide. This is going to create line twist. There's no way to get around it. If you cast like this, you're going to have to change your line. You're going to have to strip the line off your rod every day, at least the first 30 feet. Otherwise, the line twist will drive you crazy. It did me for the first 2 days. I picked up the float reel and I had to learn how to spin the reel because I couldn't take it. The important part is holding the line before you cast, holding the line against the spool with your pinky or your middle finger. I use either or. A lot of times I think I find myself using my pinky if I got a side cast in a spot. When you cast, as the rod loads and you come forward, you're going to let go with your pinky at the same point that you normally would with a spinning reel. Again, the important part is keeping the line perpendicular to the spool. It's going to look like this casting from the side. You're not going to get as much distance casting like that as casting from overhead. Casting overhead, same thing, line perpendicular to the spool, pinky holding the line, come back, the rod loads, forward, you let go. Now, I use a modified type of Wallace cast where I use 4 fingers on the line to pull the spool down. Now, it's all about timing with the Wallace cast. As you come back and you feel the rod load, just before it gets to the peak of loading on the back cast, you're going to pull down on the line. Well, as you pull down on the line, it's going to load the rod even further. And at that point, almost simultaneously, as you're pulling the line down, you're going to come forward. You're going to control your spool and the speed of it through the cast and at the end of the cast to prevent the backlash with your pinky. Your pinky acts similar to your thumb with a bait caster. If you can cast a bait casting reel, you can Wallace cast. As you can see, you get much more distance with the Wallace cast. It's effortless. I'm not even loading the rod to get all the way to the fence, which is about 45 feet. It's just a simple flick to get 40 feet, and all I have on here is a balsa float, 2 #1 blackbirds, and a hook. I've been carp fishing this morning. Also, line. Line is very important with casting the center pin. You want something very limp and limber. I like a thin diameter line. It casts better, it sinks better. When you get shot on it, I use a copolymer. It's P-Line CX extra strong in 6-pound green. It's a copolymer, therefore it's buoyant. It'll actually lay on the surface. The line from your rod tip to your float will lay on the surface. If you're fishing long distances and you need to lay line on the water, that way it's not sinking and creating drag against your float. It also is very strong. I can fish 6-pound Drennan fluorocarbon, which is like cable, and never lose a float. That's it.